There's a bulletin from the National Terrorism Advisory System. What does it say there? It's the summary of terrorism threat to the U.S. homeland. What does it say there? I wonder what it says. Let's see. The United States remains in a heightened threat environment fueled by several factors. What are those factors? Well, an online environment filled with false or misleading narratives and conspiracy theories and other forms of dis, and malinformation, which they call MDM, introduced and or amplified by foreign and domestic threat actors.
Why don't they call it Miss Dismal information?
Why don't they? These threat actors seek to exacerbate social friction, to sow discord, and undermine public trust in government institutions, to encourage unrest, which could potentially inspire acts of violence.
Or truck horn honking, even worse than violence.
Which is even worse. For example, there is a widespread online proliferation of false and misleading narratives regarding unsubstantiated widespread election fraud, and COVID-19 grievances associated with these themes inspired violent extremist attacks during 2021. Malign foreign powers have and continue to amplify these false or misleading narratives in efforts to damage the United States. NATO defense chiefs look to build on 70 years of peace. And what's interesting about this is it says some of the information contained within may be outdated. So, just so you know now, if you're saying something against the official narrative about COVID or anything about the election, if you talk about election fraud, you are now you're going to be a terrorist. You're considered this is the terrorist people. And online filled with falsely. So if they say you're a terrorist, and let's remember, because of Barack Obama's signing of the 2011 NDAA, which is the National Defense Authorization Act, it repealed habeas corpus. So all they have to do is say you are a terrorist, and they can put you in jail without charging you with the crime or giving you a day in court. It's called indefinite detention. And Barack Obama made that possible. So now we don't even have habeas corpus anymore in this democracy. And we are now, let's remember that habeas corpus was in the Magna Carta. And so they basically, Barack Obama threw out the Magna Carta, and we're now operating on a liberty view from somewhere around the 1100s. Because now the government can lock you up without charging you with the crime. And all they have to do is say you're a terrorist, and all they have to do is say you're a terrorist to say you're saying shit we don't like. That's it. Am I wrong about that, Kurt? How do you read it?
Well, I don't want to be rendition, so I'm going to say you're spreading some dismal information now, and I would like to report it to the United States of America.
Yep. Yes.
You're undermining my confidence in the system, and I'd like you to please.
I'm going to throw some good citizens off the path.
You're stumbling me from the one true faith?
Yes, I'm stumbling you from the one true patriotism, the American patriotism, and that I should be considered a terrorist and be put in jail indefinitely without a trial. Thank you, Barack Obama. Vote blue. Over to Seth. What, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Do you know what I read the other day, which I know? You know who else has a history of falsely imprisoning Uyghurs? We do.
No.
Yeah, that Guantanamo was a big deal. Like back in Guantanamo when they didn't want it. I just watched a clip of a Republican. I don't remember who it was, but remember they were going to close it down. They're going to take some of the worst of the worst and put them in the supermax prisons, which are a nightmare, by the way. They're not a fun camp.
Right.
And this guy goes, putting them on American soil would be giving them a platform.
Jesus Christ.
They use the term platform, a Republican. Isn't that amazing? A supermax prison. You know, the platform of a
supermax prison. Yes. We're doing live stand-up comedy in Los Angeles on February 12th, February 18th, February 20th. We're in Philadelphia. We just added a second show, and back on February 26th here in Los Angeles. It's our intimate 60-seat theater. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link. And then while you're there, you can also become a premium member, get access to all our stuff.